A24 is a production company turned fully fledged film studio that has segmented the film market in a way that no other company has. A24 targets a unique, specific audience of moviegoers who prefer films that are more thought-provoking and tell unique and dividing stories. Films that stray away from the mainstream and focus more on artistic expression, known as art house films. A24 originated as a film distribution company in 2012. Distribution companies differ from traditional movie studios in that they find independent films at festivals or other sources and help the filmmakers garner a wider release and develop a marketing strategy. The company was founded by three people: David Finkel, John Hodges, and Daniel Katz. The company received seed money from Katz's previous employer, Guggenheim Partners, a film financing company. A24 was founded on the principle that they would focus on films that prioritize storytelling, and that they would promote films in a new and unique way with a focus on social media, something that had yet to been done in 2012 in the film business. The first successful A24 distribution was Harmony Korine's Spring Breakers, which was put into theaters by A24 and ultimately made back 6 times its budget in revenue from the theatrical release. More successful distributions by A24 include Sofia Coppola's The Bling Ring, Denis Villeneuve's Enemy, J.C. Chander's A Most Violent Year, Alex Garland's Ex Machina, Lenny Abrahamson's Room, which led to an Oscar win for Brie Larson, Robert Eggers' The Witch, and Yorgos Lanthimos' The Lobster. These films had varying commercial success, but the common denominator between all of these A24 distributions was positive critical and audience perception. A24's strategy of focusing on storytelling paid off to the point that they were able to shift from a distribution company to a full-on movie studio in 2016 with Barry Jenkins' Moonlight. Moonlight was a critical masterclass for A24, receiving a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, being nominated for Best Music, Best Editing, Best Cinematography, Best Director, Best Supporting Actress, and winning Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Supporting Actor for Mahershala Ali at the Oscars. The success of producing Moonlight led to a shift in ideology for A24, leading them to produce more successful films, including Ari Aster's Hereditary.
Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother! Do you understand?
Bo Burnham's 8th Grade, Jonah Hill's Mid-90s, Ari Aster's Midsummer, Robert Eggers' The Lighthouse, Ben and Josh Safdie's Uncut Gems,
Holy shit, I'm gonna come.
David Lowery's The Green Knight, Ty West's X, Dan Kwan and Daniel Scheinert's Everything Everywhere All at Once, Celine Song's Past Lives, and most recently, Alex Garland's Civil War.
Okay. What kind of American are you?
As previously mentioned, the product that A24 focused on in order to segment the market is smaller budget films with a focus on storytelling. Contrasted with the boom of large budget superhero films of the 2010s, audiences desired a more nuanced and thought-provoking film. A24 recognized this need as a distribution company, and distributing these films paid off to the point that they were able to shift to a production company, which paid off even greater. A24 creates a unique product that other companies are either not attempting to make or are not making as successfully as A24. Price is a less important factor of the 4 Ps, as the price of movie tickets is dependent on the theater and not set by the production company. There are factors like merch and digital sales, but for this specific analysis of A24, the important factor is ticket sales, which are generally the same no matter the movie. Place is another important factor in the success of A24. In the past, story-driven art house films were often only able to be seen at festivals or with physical releases. A24 recognized that there's a segment of the market that wanted to see art house films in theaters and worked as a distribution company to bring these films to theaters. Later on, as a production company, they continued to focus on a segment of the market that enjoyed movies in theaters by giving the films they produced wide theatrical releases. Recently, A24 brought some previously released films back to theaters, including Hereditary and Ex Machina, and saw a lot of success with that strategy. A24's promotional strategy for the films focuses on connecting directly with their audience in a personal way through social media, which at the time in 2012 was something that had not been done frequently, especially in the film industry. This marketing strategy is now the go-to for many different companies, but A24 was a pioneer with their strategy in the film market. Today, A24 continues to employ a personal marketing strategy, engaging with fans directly on social media and posting less like a brand and more like a person. A24 has seen incredible success with its marketing and segmentation of the market strategy, and I see its market share continuing to grow. A24's most recent film, Civil War, had the largest budget of an A24 produced film yet at $50 million, while the average A24 film has a budget of $10 million or less. And it immediately paid off, as the film has already grossed $70 million within 2 weeks of being released. In the future, I think that A24 will produce more high-budget films similar to Civil War, while continuing to produce the smaller-budget, story-driven art house films that the brand has become synonymous with.